Next on the list, becoming pros before they even have a driver's license.
This is your career now.
Yes.
You're a 14-year-old with a career.
3 kids getting noticed for their special talents. Plus, fashion tricks combining styles from different periods to freshen up your home decor.
I love to create fight. When you have an old piece and you want to make it current.
And brave characters in bold new adventures, movies hitting the big screen in 2020. That's all coming up next on the list.
Welcome back, folks. If you think water parks are just for summertime, think again. We're warming up the winter with a trip to some of the wettest, wildest indoor water parks across America.
Hold on to your inner tubes, because we're going for a ride at some of our favorite indoor water parks in the U.S. We'll jump right in as we head south to Grand Prairie, Texas for Epic Waters.
Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is epic in every wave.
Escape the cold to try out their 11 slides and attractions, including the Yellow Jacket Drop. A ride that finishes by sending riders up a ramp high enough to give them a sense of zero gravity. Not a daredevil? No worries. They have something a little more relaxing.
The longest indoor lazy river in Texas, there is something for everyone here.
Year-round, rain or shine, you can grab a daily pass starting for around $15. Our next splash adventure takes us to Boyne Falls, Michigan for Avalanche Bay Indoor Water Park.
No matter the weather outside, it's always fun in here.
This 88,000 square foot park is always a warm 84 degrees inside.
All thrills, no chills.
And has something for everyone: slides, a surf simulator, and a water drop. But if you're looking for a huge adrenaline rush,
then drop into the big couloir at Avalanche Bay.
A vertical drop sending riders down at 38 feet per second.
That was awesome!
You can check it all out starting from around $20. Finally, we're heading to Jay, Vermont to the Jay Peak Pump House Indoor Water Park. Get your heart pumping down gravity-defying tubes or smaller ones for the kids.
It was like just a giant splash. I like the hot tub the best though.
And for the adults, there's a bar overlooking the double-barrel surfing wave. Experience it starting around $30. Here's to celebrating summer all year round with some of our favorite indoor water parks across America.
And water parks aren't the only places kids are making waves. Teresa Strasser found some very talented young men and women with very unique skill sets. It's on the buzz list. Teresa.
Thanks, Shagun. These kids have some serious skills. First up, Franklin, Wisconsin, 16-year-old Sam Mayer is the youngest NASCAR champion ever, ripping around the track at 165 miles an hour.
Sam Mayer.
But until recently, he'd never been able to legally drive off the track.
The biggest meme in the garage, I can go 160 at Dover, but I can't drive a real car on the road. So the meme's over today, hopefully.
Our sister station, WTMJ, was there the day he finally took his driver's test.
Could you tell that he was a race car driver?
No, because he actually drove pretty slow, which had me a little nervous. So I was like, oh, here we go.
Sam, everyone wants to know, did you pass?
I got it. It's official, boys.
That's right. Now that kid is really going places, and not just while his parents drive him there. Next, St. Pete Beach, Florida, 14-year-old Magic Zach, who performs at a local restaurant, entertains families with sick kids at the Ronald McDonald House, and he has even donated thousands of dollars that he earned himself to send 20 kids in need to the country's oldest annual magic convention, Magifest.
Hello guys, my name is Magic Zach. I'm the house magician here every Sunday.
This is your career now.
Yes.
You're a 14-year-old with a career.
Yep. Because I just love how people react. It's more than magic. It's not about the magic. It's about the connections and making people happy.
You don't need smoke and mirrors to see that that is one sweet teenager. And the third talented kid making our list is also the youngest. DJ Annie Red is a 10-year-old rapper from Brooklyn, New York, who is getting national attention for her anti-bullying songs like No, You Won't Bully Me.
I got bullied because of my voice, and I went to a summer camp, and they just kept saying, you sound like a boy.
The song led to a book, led to speaking engagements and a slew of awards, and most recently, it led her to christen this reporter Drip Boy G.
Drip Boy G. Drip Boy G. Drip Boy G.
Not gonna lie, I don't know if these two are touring together anytime soon. And those are some accomplished kids on the buzz list.
I love that, an anti-bullying rap. It's a great message. Lots more of the list is still to come. Stay with us. Welcome back, folks. James Bond, Mulan, Black Widow, those are just 3 of the characters you'll be seeing in new movies later this year. So get that popcorn ready, because we're checking out 2020's big screen adventures on the hot list.
Need something to look forward to this year? Just look to the big screen.
Do you think you can do that?
Yeah. For instance, on March 27th, Disney's animated film from 1998, Mulan, is getting the live-action treatment.
It is my duty to fight.
And fight she shall. When the Emperor of China orders every family to put forth one son to go to war, Mulan steps forward to prove daughters can be just as valuable, if not more so.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy. I'm Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
And on April 2nd, we'll be honored with Bond, James Bond, in No Time to Die.
Where's 007?
This is the, get this, 25th installment of the James Bond series, featuring Daniel Craig in his 5th and likely final outing as the infamous MI6 agent who this time faces off against a villain played by Rami Malek.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
Yeah, my money's on Bond, especially if the agent played by Latasha Lynch can keep him in check.
So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee.
Then on May 1st, another iconic lifesaver heads to the big screen, Black Widow.
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
Scarlett Johansson is the latest superhero to get a movie of her own, ditching the Avengers to fight with and alongside David Harbour, Rachel Weisz, and Florence Pugh.
It's good to see you too, sis.
Odd family reunion for sure, but it's Marvel. What do you expect?
We have to go back to where it all started. Lucky us.
But it's not all action coming to the big screen. There's also singing and dancing.
I am Usnavi, and you probably never heard my name. Reports of my fame are greatly exaggerated.
In the Heights is arriving June 26th, based on Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda's Tony-winning Broadway musical.
Today's all we got, so we cannot stop. This is our block in the Heights.
Movies to look forward to on the hot list.
Those all look great, but I grew up watching the James Bond movies, so to me, the arrival of a new Bond flick is almost as exciting as wondering who'll be the next 007. My wife and I are still holding out for Idris Elba. Well, mainly she's holding out. We'll be right back. Welcome back. They say what's old is new again, and when you mix vintage and modern decor, it can create something completely different, bold, beautiful, and totally unique. Teresa Strasser says all you need is a keen eye, an open mind, and some simple touches.
You don't have to be an interior decorator to create fabulous looks in your own home. It just takes the right combination of styles.
We're taking old world and we're pairing it with current contemporary pieces.
Darlene Reichart, owner of luxury consignment store Avery Lane, says the first way to mix these styles is in a room that has a large statement piece.
Tell me about the theme of this room.
The secret is to taking a beautiful antique piece like this armoire with the inlay in, which has history, and pairing it with contemporary.
Like the fuzzy white chairs.
And then the gray cheetah and this black dining room table.
Darlene says you can soften those large, heavy pieces with a few colors that pop around the room.
So we have this brown that can sometimes pull a room down, Teresa. And if you bring in some of the beautiful purple and the citrine color, and then we bring it into the chairs and the pillows.
Vintage and contemporary styles also work together when an old piece is paired with new textures.
So many people, they want to update their house, but they've got an expensive piece that they feel is outdated. They feel like they can't redecorate and get current because they have too much invested in that.
Like this old couch, it's a high-end piece, but it's a bit dated. Adding visual texture with animal prints and furry pillows modernizes the whole thing and creates a whole new look. The same goes for larger pieces.
What I love to do is I love to create fight. When you have an old piece and you want to make it current, go with soft on your upholstery and then bring in a really firm, strict, strong coffee table.
Finally, eclectic is a look that can be very appealing with the right combination of old and new styles.
Everyone thinks that they're pulling off eclectic, but a lot of times it just looks like garage sale.
Eclectic is most definitely the most difficult style to pull off. And the trick is you have to have one common theme. The theme that I love to do is a metal color.
This room is tied together with gold, from the modern mirrored statues, coffee table and pillows to the vintage decanter and desk.
The pieces are all different. None of them really go together, but they each have that single little element that pulls them together.
Modern, vintage, or both, looks like it's time to redecorate.
And finally, from redecorating a room to baby-proofing a house. You may have noticed my co-host Christina hasn't been on set recently. Well, there's a great reason for that. She's enjoying time with her new baby boy, Sebastian, and I have some great news on the baby front as well. Meet my daughter, Ava, born midnight Christmas Eve. I'm happy to say both moms and babies are doing great.